Shinty! Here we are at the Glenachart Shinty Pavilion, set below the Knockemborough Memorial, to find out more about Patrick Grant and his association with early Shinty.
And to learn a little more about the game today.
We know this Patrick was one of the local gentry who sailed on the first boat at the opening ceremony on the Caledonian Canal in 1822. He was the principal owner of the Sun newspaper in London. He started the True Sun newspaper and employed Charles Dickens as a political reporter. We also know Patrick owned Redcastle on the Black Isle, Lakefield and Glenachart, as well as being the Laird of Shugley. It would appear he was a great Shinty enthusiast, as a report in the Inverness Journal in 1820 tells of a grand camach which he organised.
A camach is a large Shinty match and was an ancient custom to celebrate the new year in 18th and early 19th century Scotland. On the 14th of January 1820, Patrick organised a team of 400 to represent Redcastle, and the same number from the Shugley Grants. It was further reported that the game went on for 2 days, with dancing until 4 a.m, ale and whisky provided by the Laird, and the pipers playing. Cock na Shee, the motto of the famous MacCrimmon pipers.
Patrick created a tartan to represent the Shugley branch of the Grant clan, which they wore for the match. Shinty has been an important part of Glenachart for many generations, and it could be that red colour in the Glenachart Shinty strip originated from the red in that tartan.
There are many family connections with Shinty in the Glen, and we have asked 3 brothers, Callum, Ken and Ron Fraser, who were born and brought up at Shugley, to tell us a little about how the game has developed from the early days of the camach. This isn't, of course, how the game is played today, Ken.
In 1820, there was a gathering to celebrate the Old New Year, which is still celebrated in the Breeze of Glenachart. In 1884, rules were drawn up, and in 1893 the Camach Association was founded. This brought professionalism, skill and enhanced ability into the game. The bagpipes are still a traditional method of leading the teams onto the field before cup finals, and they are used to entertain the spectators at half time.
So how are teams made up, Ron?
Well, Connie, there's 12 players on each side. Goalie, 4 defenders, 3 centre line and usually 4 forward line. Last 90 minutes and plus extra for injuries and such like. Goals are 12 foot by 10 foot, and there's not very many games nowadays, so there's high scores, but usually pretty close. Teams are pretty well matched nowadays. In days gone by, it wasn't so this case, but that's the way it is now.
The camach must have involved everyone in the Glen. Callum, we have this picture of you and your brothers. What was your best memory of playing with them for the Glen?
Best memory was the 3 of us playing in defence in Oban against Kyle's Athletic, and we enjoyed the game very much, but sadly we didn't have much to celebrate at the end of the game. Thinking about how the Shinty started up in Glen after the war, my father, Danny Fraser Shugley, started the game up again. We were very successful in the early 60s. We won nearly all the junior caps for 3 years on the trot, and my mother was also, our mother was also a very keen supporter, and having reached the Camanachd final, we didn't win it, but she played back the film several times, but still ended up with the same result at the end of it.
And Fraser's got his shot in. Good shot by Ron Fraser. For a big man, he took that shot very swiftly.
How do you see the future of Shinty in the Glen?
Very good, considering the number of young ones that attend the training sessions.
Certainly we are fortunate enough to have very good trainers that take us Shinty in the evenings.
Yes, there's quite a number of youngsters now at the primary level.
Yeah.
There's up to 60 some nights.
Which is very good.
Yes. We would like to see more of the first team involved in the coaching, because the youngsters, especially the young primary, look up to these strong players.
Yeah.
So Connie, there's been a lot of changes to the game since Patrick first picked up a Shinty stick.